Hey guys, how are we? How are we? I'm running a little late. It's all right. We'll be all right, man. I think that's good enough. Nope, not good enough. We're gonna get the paid players situated this evening first because, yeah, sometimes they just don't do what they're supposed to do. And it just is what it is. How was your afternoon? Mine was a little crazy. Mine was a lot crazy. Let's just say it that way. Mine was a lot crazy. Yeah? There we go. That's the ticket. All right. We'll turn this up a little bit. Red dot of death. Apparently it's going to be that kind of night. Already broke TikTok. All right. Here we are. Just like always, you guys can do these first 6 hand positions with me, or you can just sit there and enjoy. All I ask is that you take a deep breath every time I move my hands. Okay? Well, every time I move my hands with these first 6. Yeah? You know what I'm saying. Here we go. Ready? I think we need it just a little louder. Yeah. Breathe. 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 Move this real quick. There we go. It's better. I was going to hit it. We're going to ground a little bit, okay? I love you right back. Ready for the sacral. We worked on the root just now. That's what grounding is. Okay, ready? for the solar plexus? The answer is yes. I'm gonna move you guys. I don't like that I already had to like move you guys because yeah, that means that I'm gonna hit something. Just ignore the trolls as they come in and thank them for pushing us up in the For You page. Yana means you are never alone. All right. Ready for the heart chakra? Just breathe, okay? Y'all didn't see that yawn already. Just breathe. Ready for the throat? Ready? Ready? Can you guys actually find me in Live Fest? I've seen that a lot of people can't find me. All right. We're just going to turn the dial, okay? Okay? Ready? Ready for the crown? Yeah? My earring's all fucked up. All right. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. All right. I just want you to breathe. Just breathe normal. Just relax. That's it. Thank you for the jellyfish, Erica. I love you. Right back. I'll be right back. Thank you, Maz. Don't feed the trolls, y'all, okay? Thank you, Tina. Thank you guys for all of the likes and the shares and the new followers. I appreciate it. Let's do something just a little different, because I see a lot of people are mentioning places where they're hurting or so on. So let's do this. I want to know where it is you're hurting, whether it's physical, whether it's mental, whatever it is. And if you don't want to put it in the chat, that's just fine. Let's assign it the number 1, okay? Let's assign it the number 1. So for those of you guys that meditate, or you just need something to do with your hands sometimes, this is the Gyan Mudra. Just these two tips of these two fingers together, your fingers extended straight. This will help with healing, will help with channeling all of the life force, the chi, the prana. Helps with all kinds of things. I'll be releasing some more videos on these different hand positions, but if you guys have not seen my video about them so far, you should. Thank you, Michelle. Yes, you do, honey. Right now, your whole purpose is just to be right here, right now, with us in this moment. That's it. That's it. It's my only requirement. Okay? Thank you, orthopedic doc. I appreciate it. The only thing you have to do right now, the only thing I require of you is just to be right here, right now. You will never be in the same place with these same 2,300 people. You won't. It's a once in a lifetime moment. I want you to enjoy it. Thank you for that. Spirited sisters. Thank you. Breathe. Ready? liking, sharing. I appreciate it. I'm glad that some of you are having such emotional reactions lately. You know what that tells me? If you're having any type of emotional reaction, it tells me things are working. Ready? I saw that someone said they just lost their dog yesterday. Here's what I'd like to do. Every single one of us has lost a fur baby. Every single one of us. I would love for you to put that fur baby's name in the chat. You can put it as many times as you want, so we all know. I love some of the names that you guys have bestowed on fur babies. I love it. I love it. It's awesome. Are we ready? Just breathe. Those of you that are first timers, welcome. the roses, love. Ooh, that heater got me. All right. What are we letting go of? What are we letting go of? What are we letting go of? What are you letting go of? Let's start with from this week. What are you letting go of from this week? right. For those of you guys that asked if I had gotten new ink, yes I did. And it hurts to move my arms just a little bit because I got the balls of my shoulders done. I'll be back to normal next week. But tonight, in this moment, we're only 2 days out. That hurts a little. All right. Y'all did not see me yawn. Just breathe. You know what? Since we seem to be on the troll radar today, let's do my favorite part early. I just want you to put something good in the chat. I guarantee you a troll needs to see it. You are never alone. And you are absolutely the prize. For those of you guys that missed the big announcement, I saw somebody ask, and for those of you guys that are brand new here, and since we're now, I just realized up to 3,500 people in here, from today, August, December 1st till December 31st of 2024, so 13 months, I will be live every single day because I want you guys to know that you are never alone. So I'll be using the hashtag Yana, Y-A-N-A. You are never alone. I want you to know that you're never alone. I want you to know that your ripples matter. Months. You guys are going to get to see me at my best. You're going to get to see me at my worst. You're going to get to see me slide in like Kramer while I'm traveling. I barely make it in time. May not be Reiki every single day, but you're going to get to see me every single day. I see your ripples. I love you right back. I would love to meet any of you at my shop if you're ever coming through Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hello there in the UK. I see a few of you guys from across the pond there. Where is everybody from? Colombia, Brazil. I saw the UK. And guess what? Germany. We're going to manifest Australia, Canada, Uruguay, Texas, Philadelphia, Quebec. I love this. Hey, Louise. I saw you pop in there. We're going to manifest. While you guys are telling me where you're from, this right here is a mudra for manifestation. Just these two fingers on your thumb. I just want you to put your lucky number after you tell me where you're from. Uzbekistan, Bosnia, Romania, lots of Australia. What time is it in Australia? Argentina. If you don't have a lucky number, I want you to assign your manifestations a number. Here's why. The universe needs to know how to give you a sign when you're on the right path, yeah? It's 11:30 in Australia? Okay. Thank you, trolls, for pushing us up in the For You page. No, my shoulders are a little sore. That's why I'm not doing it super fast like normal, and why I am just about finished for the evening. Because I've been going for right at about an hour. There we go. We're going to turn that down a little bit. But before you guys run away, before I light some candles and start doing some wax readings, I will be back in the morning with this, but I will say this, okay? I see your ripples. I do. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Part of the reason I've decided to be here every single day for 13 months is because I want you guys to see how fantastic you are. I want you to see how much your ripples matter. The reason that one thing is my favorite part is you never know who was just sitting here watching the live. They don't want to comment. They don't want to say anything. They're just sitting here, or they're scrolling through. And they ask the universe for a sign that maybe they should stay here, a sign that maybe there is some humanity left in the world. You never know who asked for a sign. And they scroll in and they see your comment. You will never see them. You will never meet them. They will never meet you. But your comment, your ripple that you made just by putting that comment in my live, you don't know how many people you touched. You don't know whose life you saved. You don't know whose day got just a little bit better because they saw what you put. And here's the thing, when I say, I want you guys to put something that you needed to hear, I want you to put something maybe you needed to hear when you were at your lowest. They're at their lowest too. Your ripples are a kindred spirit. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for staying here. I'm proud of you for helping everyone else with your ripples. You never know how many ripples your single ripple is going to touch. I promise you are enough. You always have been enough, and you always will be enough. And I'm so sorry that someone else's shitty view of themselves or shitty view of the world ever made you feel less than. I see you. I love you. Okay? I promise things get better. I promise that they do. May not seem like it right now. May not seem like it in this moment. But I promise that they get better. Apparently, I thought I was going to be funny and put a big chunk of wax on top of the wick last week. So, it's okay. We got it. If you guys were here for any length of time, you need to drink some water. Not beer, not tea, not pop, water. And here's why. Whether you're watching my energy work or anyone else's, whether you feel anything or not, they're still moving energy. Doesn't matter how long they've been practicing. It doesn't matter what level they are in their Reiki sessions and their Reiki training. They're moving energy. They moved energy in you. You need water to help it all continue to move on. Okay? Reiki works along the same meridians of the body, the same lines of the body that acupressure and acupuncture work on. Okay? You don't have to drink a ton of water, just a little bit. All right, we're going to pause that because then I'm going to want to start moving my hands around again. This will be on YouTube. Yes. My earring just evaporated, didn't it? It's probably wrapped up in my hair somewhere. I'm betting that's where it is. Well, maybe not. I don't know. That's crazy. Like, I didn't hear it hit the floor. Did you? That's the craziest thing. It's just gone, isn't it? Weird. Hoping now I'm like, is it in my hair? Let's find out. No? That's my braid. It's my braid. Well, interesting. I hope not. That's one of my favorite earrings. They need to give it back. I don't know. Like, it's okay. I'm sure I'll find it when I stand up. I'm like trying to, like, I don't hear it hitting anything. It's not, it is what it is. It's okay. I have another one. That was weird. That was weird. I did have it on at the shop. I had it on when I got here. So, yeah. It's okay. It's okay. All right, let me pull up my list for this evening. So I have a braid that I always wear that has some rings and some other things in it. So that's probably what you saw in my hair. So, yeah. It wasn't you. It was the other guy that took it. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. All right. So I am going to knock the number of my wax reads down this evening. So there's only 5 tickets left because it's been a long day. It's been a long, long day. I will very quickly put it in my link tree for you guys. Aw, you're so welcome, Chelsea, honey. I'm so glad that you're here. I will be doing some more sigils tomorrow, and yes, you guys can get a ticket for that if you'd like. Those of you guys that have never seen a wax read, that's why I've got the candle going. We're letting some wax melt while we're just chit-chatting here. Chit-chatting. All right. I love you right back. I love you right back. Hello there in Argentina. So we're letting some wax get built up in here. What do my shoulder tattoos represent? Well, funny story. When I went in to get them done, I actually had sigils that were designed to go from here down. Then I had sigils to go, line work to go there. Similar to a sakyant. And I'm short. And there's not a lot of space between here and here. And there's not a lot of space from there to there. So what I originally wanted, or what I originally went in to get, it couldn't be put there. This was actually an idea that I have had for a very long time. And yes, they go all the way around the back. So I got my shoulder cap done. I also have a seam and they go all the way around the back. This was a last minute change to get this done. I'm a little bruised. I got some little spots going here and there. but they are symmetrical without being symmetrical. They're a little different. You can see if you look at them really closely, both sides are slightly different. They're spaced more here and together more here, but together more here and spaced more here. So it's to remind you that imperfect things are still perfect. So yeah, that's what they're for. They're exactly perfect the way that they are. My tattoo artist pretty much free-handed them with a Sharpie on me after we came up with the idea, and he tattooed them right from that Sharpie. If you guys would like to see more pictures, they're on my Instagram. So yeah. Yes, I love them. I think they're fantastic. They're exactly what I needed. Does that make sense? Sometimes we get what we need and not what we want. But that's okay. The other tattoos that I had drawn up will go on my calves. So, a wax read, for those of you guys just joining, is I have a specific candle that I have used for wax reads for a long time. But it's down to here and here at this point. And I had an idea on the way home because I got to thinking about this candle. Like, I need to get another big black candle for this. And I realized I have boxes of candle pieces from spell candles, from just candles I've bought throughout the years. And I was thinking on the way home, like, what am I going to do with them? I literally have, a box. I shit you not, a box. So, sometime between now and Christmas, I'm going to take that box, gather up some other pieces I have here, gather up some pieces I have at the shop, and I'm going to take them and I'm going to melt them all down in one of my wax burners. And I'm going to pour a few very select amount, thank you, love, of candles from all of these remnants. And I'm kind of excited about that. Hey, Colleen, I'm glad you're here. There is no such thing as perfect. I'm an abstract artist, so to me, these are exactly perfect. They're exactly how they needed to be. I'm waiting to get just a little more wax in here. Thank you, Miss Mary. Perfection is relative. Exactly. Oh, I'm glad that you found me. All in perfect order. Exactly. Will the energy from all the candles be okay to mix? Yes, because anytime I do a candle that's not for a good purpose, it never gets mixed with anything else. Never. So no cord cutting candles will go into this, nothing like that. They will be candles that have sat in my house forever. There'll be candles that have been used for divination. There'll be candles that have been used for success, for love, things like that. So yeah. I'm just letting some more build up here. Hey, in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Yes, I do private Reiki healing. You can book a private appointment with me on my website. Hey, Miss Mary, what does a subscription include? I do a book club for my subscribers every single Wednesday, and starting next week, you guys will get kind of behind the scenes stuff at the shop. So yeah, get ready. I don't know if you really want to see that or not, but that's what's happening. And you're going to get a lot more behind the scenes stuff with me as well. Some get ready with me, things like that. Yeah. All right. Miss Denise, you are first. Are you ready? Hey, Kate, thank you for subscribing, sweetie. Hello, right back to Western Australia. Yes, they got power back sometime last night. So, yeah. our electric company said that they got power back at like 11, but he doesn't think that's right. So yeah. All right. Ready, Denise? You guys get to see me with the old lady glasses on. Hey, just in time, Denise. Maybe I was waiting just for you. I was waiting just for you. Or the candle was waiting just for you. One or the other. So the little piece right there looks like a dolphin jumping out of the water, and I love that. I love it, and I don't love it at the same time because it's little bitty. It's little bitty. Okay? Ready? Hang on just a minute here, love. See if I can get it pulled up here for you, Denise. So, I was hoping that you could see it. Kind of, sort of. All right. See if I can hold it up where you can see it. There we go. It looks like a dolphin jumping out of the water. So I love it because dolphins represent play. They represent fun. They represent life. They represent happiness. But I don't like that it's a little tiny. But it's a little tiny. So it broke away from this. There's also some little pieces right there. So we're going to pull this one up. We're going to look at it, and I'm going to get another napkin out. I'm going to adjust my light here where I can see a little better. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to try to hold this up without breaking it. It absolutely looks like a heart. There we go. With this big old, I almost want to say tumor coming out of it. Okay. The fact that the dolphin and that little piece was on the end of this and then broke away. You've allowed something to get in there and steal your happiness. You've allowed something to weasel its way in the back door, in here behind your heart. I mean, it's almost a perfect heart shape. You've allowed something to get in there from behind and completely cut your happiness off. Okay? So the other thing, let me see if I can hold this up close, see if it'll focus on it. There we go. See all of the interesting bubbles and lines in this? See how that literally is coming out of the back? It's freezing your heart over. It's freezing your heart over. Whatever this is, you're going to have to go in and remove it. Like you, nobody else, you. See how it's starting to wither from behind? It's starting to wither your happiness. It's starting to wither everything about what makes you this. Okay? It's not a good relationship. This is absolutely a parasite. So, Miss Denise, I don't know who this is or what situation this is, but you are going to have to go in there and dig it out of your life. The fact that your happiness and this little spot right here immediately cut off and shot away from it, I don't like that. I don't like that. I like that your happiness is still there. I just don't like that it's tiny. Does that make sense? So here's what I'm going to recommend. Okay? Here's what I'm going to recommend. So, guys, I'm going to say this. If you come in and you spam more than a couple of times really quick like that, you come in, you start spamming questions. If you come in and you start being an ass, whatever, my mods will mute you, period. That's really, really rude. I don't care whose live it is. I don't care if they're doing paid reads or if they're doing free reads. If you come in and you start spamming everything like that, it's just rude. It's just rude. Okay? It's just rude. Don't come in and spam your questions. All right? That would be like calling up every plumber because your toilet's broken, and as soon as they answer the phone going, my toilet's broken, my toilet's broken, my toilet's broken, my toilet's broken. Just saying what I'm saying. Okay? Just a little live reader 101 etiquette. So, back to Miss Denise. Sorry, I had to pause. Because this thing is so dug in, see the little squiggle? Because that thing is so dug in, you're going to have to go in and remove it. And it needs to be you, okay? Here's the thing, guys. If somebody tells you that you have an attachment, if somebody tells you there's like this right here, Denise, it's not an attachment. This right here is... This is just something or somebody, it's a person or a situation that it's just weaseled in there and it's taken hold. The very, very first thing I would tell you guys to do is not to hire someone to take it off of you. The first thing I would tell you guys to do is to go find you an amazing meditation on YouTube that you can sleep to. You can do a guided one, but find one you can sleep to that helps you to pull your energy back. There are hundreds of amazing free things on YouTube that you can listen to all night long to help you pull your energy back. Now, you may have to listen to them a few times because obviously, Miss Denise, that's in there pretty deep. You may have to pull that repeatedly. Okay? You don't need to pay someone hundreds or thousands of dollars to do that for you. Now, if you simply can't get rid of it and you need a cord cutting and you don't feel that you can do it yourself or you just need help, absolutely find someone to help you. But I'm going to tell you right now, the people out there, and yeah, I'm calling shenanigans, the people out there that say, you have an attachment, you have this, you have that, I can fix it for you for blah, blah, blah. They're telling you that so you'll pay the money. You can do the vast majority, 95% of this stuff yourself. Okay? All right, Miss Denise? So, I'm going to float your heart right there again. So, Miss Denise, you definitely need to, do you know what I'm talking about? Does this make sense? You need to go and I'm also going to give you guys this little lesson, okay? I don't know what this thing is doing. Why are you being like that? Okay. Whenever you go on YouTube and you're looking for a meditation, whether it's to sleep next to, whether it's to listen, just whatever, okay? Listen to the first 10, 15 seconds and then skip to the middle. Okay? Then listen to 10 or 15 seconds in the middle, especially if it's a long one that you're going to fall asleep next to. And here's why. If you fall asleep and you're listening to some frequencies, the really important part is going to happen when you're in REM sleep, when you are going into REM sleep, and when you're coming out of REM sleep. Skipping to the middle of it, about the time you're going to be in good REM sleep, is going to tell you if you can listen to that or not. If you skip to the middle and instantly it sounds like cheese graters up in your brain, don't sleep to that. You're going to wake up with a headache and it's not going to do what it's supposed to do. Not every single meditation, not every single frequency is going to be good for everyone. You may have to go through 3 or 4. And you may go, why is like 300,000 people listen to that? Because it worked for them. You aren't those 300,000 people, and they aren't you. Okay? So listen to the first 10, 15 seconds, or a little longer if you need to, and then listen to the middle. Skip to the middle. Okay? That will help you. I need to make a video. I need to put that in a video. I always forget. I need to put that in a little video. So yeah. So, Miss Denise, yeah, I hope that this helps. I hope this helps. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, do you know what situation this is, sweet pea? Get your happiness back. Make that grow again. That dolphin's too tiny, girl. You deserve to be happy. Okay? All right. Miss Renee, you are my next one. My first 5 are Denise, Renee, Allison, Brooke, and Kathy. Okay? Yeah, my list, I did close my list for this evening, but I may do these again on Sunday. But yeah, I'm a little tired. All right. Ready, Miss Renee? I can't wait to see this one. In a way, it looks like a flower, and in another way, it looks like a dead spider. Those are 2 completely separate things. And then from this side, it looks like a baby dragon. All right. So, here's the thing, okay? And I broke it. Of course I did. All right. So, I'm just going to tell you. See if I can hold it up. See the baby dragon head right there? I was hoping that the camera would focus on it. But when it's upside down, it legit looked like a dead spider. You know how when spiders pass away and they curl their legs up and all this weird thing like that? It looked like a dead spider. When I turned it over, it's a baby dragon. When I barely touched it, it broke. Right now, the situation looks like the dead spider. For those of you, even if you don't like spiders, just listen to me, okay? Spiders are symbols of protection. They're symbols of manifestation. So you feel like whatever it was you were manifesting, whatever it was you were putting into protections, etc. My nose itches. Somebody's talking about me. You feel like they didn't work. You feel like they weren't enough. You feel like it went belly up. It just died. Okay? But that's not the case at all. Because like I said, when I turn this over, there's a baby dragon. Dragons are representations of freedom, of magic, mysticism. Dragons are all powerful. Rejection is protection. So what you are manifesting, even though it looks like it's dead and crumpled up and, you know, it's the dead spider in the corner, here's what I would recommend. Whatever it was you were manifesting this year that didn't come to fruition, that you feel like is just dead in the water, I want you to write it down on a piece of paper. Be specific, write it down. Here's why. As you're writing it down, I want you to look at it and I want you to see if it still aligns with you right now in this moment. Sometimes we start to manifest something and it's not for our highest good. It's not what's in our path. So even though we work really fucking hard, the universe keeps putting roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. And we get so upset because we're like, no, I'm manifesting like that's mine. But it's not. Because what you actually need is over here, and it's so much more fantastic than whatever it was you were manifesting. So, the reason that things went belly up is because you were manifesting the wrong thing. Write down what you were manifesting and look at if it aligns with you now. If it kind of aligns with you, tweak your words. If it doesn't align at all, it's okay to give thanks to the universe for what it was that came into your life instead and let that manifestation go. Sunday, Monday is the third quarter moon, which is a time for letting go. It is the perfect time to start this manifestation over. Okay? Does that make sense, Miss Renee? I'm just saying. And I would keep an eye out for dragon symbolism in the things that you're starting to meditate, starting to manifest. Okay? Because that was pretty specific. It was a cute little baby dragon. I would really watch for dragon symbolism. Just saying. Just saying what I'm saying. So what's really awesome, and this is the other thing I want to point out, because as I started to put it down on the paper towel, we're going to get comfortable. I'm taking my big old boots off. Yeah, look it up. Here's the other thing. I know that sometimes whenever our manifestation goes awry and we're looking at how we have to change and shift, we think that maybe we've put too much effort, too much work into the manifestation that didn't work. But the thing is, how easy that broke when I touched it. It may look like you have already put so much work into this other manifestation, but I'm betting that when you write it down and you look at it, you see where you just need to tweak it a little bit. It's not going to take much to turn it into something else. It could absolutely be trying to heal past traumas, because there's so many ways to heal past traumas. So many ways. If you've been working on healing something from the past and you don't think that it's been working, try something different, completely different. Say you were over here in A and A hasn't been working. B hasn't really been working either. Go to Q or R or Z. Do you see what I'm saying? Completely away from what this was. I promise it will be easier than you realize. It will be easier than you realize. Okay? I'm so glad that helped so much, Miss Renee. Thank you for letting me read for you. I hope that provided just the little bit of insight you needed to go. All right. Ready? Did my tats hurt? Part of them, yes. Some of them hurt like a mofo. And yeah. All right, Miss Allison Reynolds, are you ready? We're going to let that dry for a little bit. Thank you, Scott. I forgot I had this shirt. I forgot I had the blue one. I've been looking for the gray one. I forgot I had the blue one. So I have it in black, gray, and blue. Yeah. Somebody told me that. I'm just a little scary of putting it on there because I don't know. So I have like a very specific regimen that I do with my tattoos, and the fact that I've started, like, that's a bruise. Like the fact that I've started bruising a little bit, like that one's not too bad, but right there is a bruise. The fact that I've started bruising is a little bit weird. So it's just been on my left side mainly. I've got a few up here, but yeah. So I use Ink Ease. I like that. They have a new lotion out that's fantastic. But like at night, whenever I go to bed, I use A&D ointment. I have used it for years, and it works good with my skin. I'm diabetic, so I have to have something that helps to hold the moisture in. You know what I mean? So yeah. Nope, that is not, that right there, that's a bruise. So yeah, like that's not bruised. So it'll be lines like that. So yeah. If you guys would like to see them, it'll be on Instagram. All right. You have all kinds of fine little tiny lines right there. And I am worried that I'm going to break this if I pick it up. So we're going to flip it over and look at it. There we go. So there's a couple of things here, Miss Allison. The first and most obvious one, the first is and the most obvious one is there is some absolute big D energy here for you. I'm just going to say it that way. The problem is, as it comes down, it starts to fade like this and spring out and spin out and do all kinds of crazy things. I'm going to try to pick it up here in a minute and hold it so you can see it and show you what I'm talking about. There we go. I'm going to try to hold it up. Damn it. See how it flays out down here at the bottom? See all of that craziness? See the little person sitting right there? See what I was talking about? Can't say it on the TikTok. I mean, I probably can, because I think I tell people not to be a dick all the time, but you know what I'm saying. So here's the thing. You had this amazing rocket forward going on. Not only did you have this amazing rocket forward going on, but you really felt like you were coming into your own. Thought I was going to yawn, so I was trying not to. You really felt like you were coming into your own. You really were extremely powerful. You were extremely forceful. You just had all the badass energy and you're moving forward. Somehow, this energy got kind of splintered a little bit. So when it got kind of splintered a little bit, instead of having this big, massive rocket of energy behind you, it started to sputter because you no longer had the fuel in that straight line anymore. You no longer had one fuel source all in one spot. It went everywhere. Now, this is absolutely the pot calling the kettle black, okay? but hear me out, because this is something that I have had to learn too. Pull all your eggs back into one basket. I know people are like, don't put your eggs in one basket. Bullshit. pull all your eggs back into one basket for a minute. Because by separating all of that stuff out that you were doing, you're doing too much. So therefore, the energy has to split and go to all these different places. It can't just be where it needed to be. I don't think you've gotten yourself spread too thin, but it's getting there. It's getting there. That's why you are rocketing forward. You were doing so amazing. Things were going so great. And then suddenly they just started to fizzle out. They just started to fizzle out. The good thing is, it won't take much to get all this back together. And you still have an amazing, strong base. So, put your eggs all back in one basket for just a little bit. It'll pull all of this craziness back together into that amazing rocket forward that you had. With the end of the year coming up and 2024 coming up, this is the perfect time if you're shifting your manifestation, if you're shifting your energy, if you need to make changes, adjustments, anything like that. Okay? Does that make sense, Miss Allison? I hope so. Hope so. Hey, Doc. I got a package from you today. Easier said than done because the person did it to you. Okay, got you. So, first of all, call your energy back, honey. Call your energy back. Hey, Doc, I said I got a package from you today. Call your energy back, Allison. Every bit of it. Pay attention to... Now, there are going to be people in your life that still deserve your energy. The people that you love, your friends, your things like that. But you need to call your energy back from that person in particular, period. They no longer have access to you. They do not need any part of your energy, period. Period. Okay? They're going to know when you pull your energy back. I'm just saying. They're going to know. And that's fine. You want them to know. There's a lot of people that do soul retrievals. I do one once a month. In fact, I think we've got one coming up here pretty soon if you guys need it. Other people do them. Not that I don't want you to book stuff with me, but I may not be the right person for you, and I'm okay with that. I understand. But you need to do some type of soul retrieval. Find a group one. Yeah. That will help you get all of that put back together. There's a lot of people in here right now that have done a soul retrieval, a couple of soul retrievals with me. A soul retrieval, I do a group soul retrieval every single month. They're on my site. You can go book one under services. I will walk you through pulling your energy back. I will walk you through retrieving pieces of you that have gotten lost or taken and putting them back into your energy, back into your armor, etc. I think if I remember right, it's like $20. It's not a lot. It's a group. It's basically a big group thing on Zoom. No one gets to see you, so don't stress about it. You don't have to come all pertified. No one gets to see you, okay? So if you guys want to book one, they're on services. Yeah. So yeah. And some of my people here can tell you, there you go, Nicole. Nicole, you were in my last one, weren't you? I will tell you, you want to be in someplace private. You want to be in someplace comfortable. You also want to have snacks ready for right afterwards, because usually every single person that does it myself included, and I'm the one walking you through this stuff, like I go eat everything in my damn kitchen afterwards, and I drink tons and tons of water, and yeah. Leanne's done it. Yeah, a lot of people in here can tell you about it. There you go. Christine has it. Thank you, Christine. So my next one will be the 10th. There you go, guys. Like I said, I'm not the only one that does them. So make sure that, you know, I mean, I'm never going to tell you no. Unless you're a dick, but, you know. All right, guys. Hey, love. I'll be doing them tomorrow on the sigils. Oh, I love you right back, Miss Allison, honey. Yeah. I do not consider myself a Vola because I have not been trained to do those things. I'm a little bit of a lot of things, but not that. I mean, I'm sure some of the practices I was taught as a kid, they do cross over because I follow Rune Guidance of the Norse here on TikTok, and she is fantastic. If you guys would like to find out about traditional Scandinavian practices, she was taught by her family and so on. She is also really, really wonderful. I had her on an episode of the Bodhiverse. She is absolutely 100% legit, real. I love her to pieces. And some of the things that we spoke about in the podcast, we both practice something very similar, and something we practice exactly the same thing. But no, I'm not traditionally trained like she is, or family trained like she is. So yeah. It's Rune Guidance of the Norse. Or North, I can't remember. Rune. If you look up Rune Guidance, you'll find her. Rune Guidance of the North. She's fantastic. But Miss Brooke, are you ready, sweetheart? Right here on TikTok. Hey, Brooke, got you. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad that they're always a good thing. All right. I'm making sure that my list looks like one ticket left. All right, why are you being the way you're being right now? All right. All right, Miss Brooke, here we go. Ready? We're going to wait for that to solidify before I touch it. Sometimes I don't want to wait. We're going to splash some water up on it. I don't want to wait. Some of y'all are difficult. Some of y'all are difficult. Aw, thank you, Deanna. I appreciate it. It's been a long day. So, yeah, I appreciate that. So, what's funny is right off the bat, yours looks like an anchor, but it's melted in the middle. So there's some very interesting things here. First of all, this is completely a snake head, and I'll show you. It actually looks like a couple different things, but let's start with the snake. So the snake head is right here. It's kind of coming around and curving up, but in a way, it also looks like a cane because there's actually a handle and everything. The reason I say that, there's a man right here in the middle with a mustache, beard, kind of longer, like the guys that have the longer thin nose, like it's a longer nose, but it kind of comes out right here just a little bit. He also has kind of deep sunken eyes. Does that sound familiar? Is that what he looks like? Does he have the mustache, the beard? Does he have kind of a longer nose? Because he's literally right in the middle. The reason that I'm going to see if I can hold this up and see if I can turn it and show you. You can kind of see him right there. You can see the eyes really good right there. But do you see what I can't get it to focus very good. There you go. He kind of has a little bouffant hair going here, but I don't think he really has the bouffant. But I wanted you to see that because, so the snake represents rebirth. See how it's curved around like that? And I'm going to show you the back, what I saw. Yeah, it almost looks like a hat, to be honest. The anchor looks like it's melted right here. I don't think that's quite the case. I think that your anchor has shifted slightly or needs to shift slightly. I'm not saying that he doesn't need to be your anchor. He obviously is your anchor. But the snake here, here's what I feel like. With this rebirth aspect, and it's going completely around him, I have a feeling that he's been mentioning something, either giving you ideas or he has an idea he needs to give you. There's some kind of wisdom. There's some kind of wisdom here. Seeing the snake curving around him also makes me feel like either you feel like you've been stuck, or you feel like you're not moving forward in the same way you were. So not quite stuck, but just not rocketing forward like you were. Having that snake there and that rebirth energy, I would absolutely listen to what he's got to say. Don't tell him. Don't tell him I said that. If you said he still wants to tell you what to do, don't tell him I said that. But, because he's going to take it and run with it. But I don't think that this is going to be something, that he's just like, hey, here's this. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what you do. I don't think it's that. I think it's going to be some little teeny tiny nugget that he gives you, probably in passing, and it changes everything. It changes everything. He holds some little tiny thing that's a complete rebirth for you. And I have a feeling it's something that you need really hardcore. But this snake goes right across. Let's see if I can hold it up. It goes right across his chest. See? Right across his heart, where you are. Does that make sense? So some little nugget there, he needs to impart to you. It's really important. So, go visit with your dad. Go visit with your dad. Go hang out. And if anybody has a problem with it, you can say, well, my spiritual advisor said that I needed to spend more time with my dad. So, yeah. I mean, you should anyway. But, yeah. See it? Literally right across his chest. Right where his heart would sit. Yeah. Pay really close attention to the things that he's saying to you lately. Like I said, and the reason that I say that it's something he needs to impart to you is because, see how the snake comes out of his head? It literally comes up and comes out and down and around. It's just a little tidbit that he goes, boop, and it's going to change so much for you and turn you in a new direction. And see how the snake is starting to go up, like it's going to put you right back on the path that you need to be on. So Dad holds the key to what's been keeping you stuck lately, or keeping you feeling like you're not rocketing forward like you should be. I do believe that is the first time in a wax reading that I have ever told someone they needed to go hang out with their dad and listen to what he needs to say. But you're so welcome, honey. And you know you're going to have to report back to us, because now we all want to know what the tidbit is. I'm just saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. All right, Miss Kathy Mizell, are you ready? See, look, everybody, we're all nosy. We need to know. You got to tell us. You got to tell us. Thank you, Kettle. Yeah, that's one of the things I love about wax reads, is that you have no idea what's going to come out. No idea. All right. Ready, Miss Kathy? Hey, thank you, sweetie. Oh, Kathy got to take her time too. Ooh. Okay, so that was interesting. Right here in the middle, I mean, it's still setting, but right here in the middle is this, it's a skull with a third eye. Like you can see the third eye. So anytime a skull comes up, that represents something to do with the mind, with the psyche, with the spiritual path. I would like that one little tiny piece of wax come off my nail. Shit. It's like glitter. Like it wouldn't come off. So what's funny is this is going to be on the bottom. This is going to be on the bottom. All right, I think we're set enough where we can turn it over. All right, we're going to do this because I need more light. Ah! It was too bright. There we go. I need more light because there's some interesting things in this one, Kathy. Okay. This is like back and forth over itself. Let's see if I can show you this first. All right, so this is the bottom. See if I can get it to focus. See the skull right there? There's eye, third eye, nose, mouth. See it? So this is on the bottom, okay? But on the top here, like that even looks like a ligament, but see how everything is, like I've never seen that. That's really cool. See how it's just curved in on itself everywhere like that? I think you're stretching yourself too thin, Kathy, honey. Here's why I say that. See that part right there? It's kind of coming down over everything, and see how it's stretching? See the lines in it? If I lean back, let's see if it'll focus on that. But there it is. See how that's stretching, like right there? Having the skull underneath and having all of this tangles up here, I get the feeling that you're stretching yourself too thin and you haven't been able to do the spiritual things that make you you. The foundational things that you started doing a year ago, 2 years ago, etc. And it's just life. It just happens. So I don't feel like I'm not griping or anything like that, because we've all got there this last fall. We've all got there this last fall. What I'm going to recommend is this. Simplify things. You guys ever heard I don't know if you guys have heard of the spoon theory, but I'm gonna show you in a different way. Hopefully this will make sense to more than just Miss Kathy. Okay, I don't need that. I'm doing this for a reason. All right. This is my energy. This is how much energy I have in a day. Okay? If this is, say, I have my youngest kid home. This is my kid. This is readings. This is the shop itself. This is my other kid, my oldest kid. This is my boyfriend. This is me trying to take care of my house. This is me trying to just feed myself. And now I have nothing left. I can't take from something that's not there. But I'm still going to do it. That's what happens whenever you take on too much. You start trying to take from future pens. You start trying to pull from tomorrow's pens and use them. You don't have any pens left. Somebody stole all your pens, Kathy. Somebody stole all your pens. So you need to take a step back and untangle some of this a little bit. Okay? It's too much. It's too much. You don't always have to do too much. But that skull underneath there, I would get back to the foundational things that you started doing whenever you started on your spiritual path. Even if this is the first book I got. Go listen to that book on Audible or read that book again or whatever. Take some time just for Kathy. Just for Kathy. You need to get back to those foundational aspects, okay? And take all your pens back. And yes, it is a Scary Terry pen. I've had this thing for years and I love it. And when it runs out of ink, I'm going to be really upset. Scary Terry is probably one of my favorite Rick and Morty's. So yeah, love me some Scary Terry. All right. All right. Oh, wait, let me make sure that I've got that right. Okay, there we go. I'm going to get everybody right here. All right. Miss April Williams is next. Ready, Miss April? I knew you meant dude. I say everything is dude. I get it. Everything is dude. That's, oh, thank you, Shani Mae. Yeah, that's one thing that I had to explain to my kids and stuff like that. I was like, man, like I grew up in the 80s and everything is dude. Everything is dude. A Bodie bobble. I mean, let me see what I can do. Yeah, I grew up in the 80s. Everything is dude. The bowl is dude. My phone is dude. My kid is dude. My dog is dude. My computer's dude. I'm dude. You're dude. Everything is dude. Everything is dude. Everything is dude. I can't do the bruh or the bro. I just can't. Unless I'm being sarcastic to somebody and I'm like, look here, bro. You know, but like, dude, it's all dude. It's all dude. All right, Miss April, you ready? Well, this one ought to be interesting. It looks like a little light shining down on something. We're going to look at it. Yeah, I was born in 77. Everything is dude. Dude is a more chill energy. Yeah. Yeah. I love The Big Lebowski. It's one of my favorite movies. Come on. Come on. Come on. Well, from the other side, I thought it was going to be a light shining down on something. Okay, so here's a problem I used to have. I love me some SpongeBob. I love me some SpongeBob, and I haven't watched it in a long time. So I'm thinking I need to watch some SpongeBob. But this looks like Gary that's been beat the fuck up. You ready? It looks like somebody beat the hell out of poor Gary. April. Honey. You need a break. You need a vacation. You need to relax. You need to chill. It looks like somebody has taken your sweet Gary side and like, look, one eye is deflated. The other eye is barely hanging in there. Look at that. Look at him. Look at that. April, as your spiritual advisor, I'm going to tell you right now that I am prescribing you a vacation. Even if it's a staycation, I don't care. I don't care. You had a rough fucking week. This right here tells me that you had a rough fucking week. That you are crawling into the weekend like Gary just got hit by every Amazon truck, FedEx truck. Just, yeah, sweetie. Thank you, not your mama. Yeah. From this side, it looks like a light that's about to be shining down on a flower or something like that. So I was like, okay, obviously something is getting illuminated here for you, April, but this right here, I'm so sorry that this last week was so hard on you. I'm so sorry that it seems like you can't get ahead. It seems like every time you turn around, something else was hitting you. Honey, you absolutely need a break. You need a break. Not just a little break, a disconnect, complete disconnect break. I promise that next week will be better. I promise. I did not do my astrological forecast this week because I'm a terrible person. And Monday got away from me, so I don't know what's going on astrologically because I haven't had a chance to look. But a reboot is about right, Tosh. You absolutely need a vacation, April, honey. Okay? I think this vacation and I think this week being so hard on you has illuminated a lot of shit. I don't think I need to do the pen thing for you because I think that I think you already know, and I think you already have seen this. Please, please, please take some April time. Okay? No kids, no family, no significant other. No. Okay? I'm going to put that over there. He needs a happy place. Poor Gary. Poor Gary. I'm so glad that some of you guys knew exactly what I was talking about when I was like, I have a SpongeBob problem. SpongeBob problem. All right, Miss Lori Bassett, you are next, sweetie. All right, ready? Well, that's going to be interesting. Gotta get it all solidified. I need to watch it. I need to watch it. I haven't watched SpongeBob in a while. Well, I love that you're here, Leslie. There is some crazy interesting things going on in this one. Like down here, it kind of looks like the hood of a car. Like you can even see the windshield, the window right there. But it's very flat and very square. Down here at the end, it's pointed. It looks like a fish in one way, but when you turn it the other way, it looks like a corn cob. So I'm looking, or an ear of corn, not a corn cob. I'm looking at it really carefully here. Okay. So here's what I'm going to say, Miss Lori. There's two, when I poured this corn cob part was the top, okay? So that's what I'm going to say as still the top, all right? All this down here, this looks like the hood of a car. There's the windshield, etc. But it's kind of melted, and then it turns into a wave, and then it turns into this ear of corn up here. If you haven't given thanks for everything that has happened this year, I absolutely would. You were set on a path this year that's fantastic. May not have seemed fantastic the whole time, okay? But you were set on a very fast moving pace. I'll hold this up and show you in a minute what I'm talking about. Because the way that this hood looks on this car, it looks like a sports car. Like it even comes up in the middle like it's a sports car. That's something that goes really fast. You don't just putter down the road in one. I mean, I guess you can, but why would you? It turned into this huge wave and almost a tsunami wave right here. You had a year kind of like I had a year where it's like you just woke up and it's December. And you're like, what in the fuck even happened? You remember a little bit of October and the beginning of August and the end of June. And like, that's about it. Some part in February. And then, bam. You have been on such an intense, swift-paced ride this year. The reason that I said you should give thanks for everything that's happened this year, Lori, is because of that corn cob. Spiritually, anything, I mean, it's an ear of corn. I gotta quit saying corn cob. It's a whole ear of corn. Spiritually, corn represents abundance. It represents stability. It represents being fulfilled. It's corn. Yeah, you got to say that too. This crazy fast-paced thing that you've been on, you may not realize it, but it has set you up. It set you up for stability. It set you up for success. It set you up for the next level, the next pinnacle, okay? I'm going to show you what I'm seeing, okay? So there's the car. See it? See how the hood even comes up? Then it turns into this crazy wave right here. And then it turns into this tsunami. See it? And then you have a complete ear of corn. Like, when you hold it a certain way, it looks like a fish. When you hold, like, see right there, it looks like a fish. But it looks like a whole ear of corn. That car sped you toward this amazing tsunami here. Okay? So, give thanks for everything, because your 2024 is not going to be anything like you're expecting it to be. 2023 was crazy, was fast. You didn't even have a chance to breathe. Next thing you know, you turn around and you're like, holy shit. It's December. I would relax the rest of the month. I mean, not obviously just, completely check out, but I would relax a little bit at the end of this month, and I would give thanks for all of this shit, all of this crazy energy, all of you being pushed forward, all of it. I would give thanks for all of it. Because like I said, 2024 is not going to be what you're expecting it to be. It's going to be something much, much better. But I think you need to look above the wave to see it. Because that wave, if you're just looking down here, all you see is that wave. You don't really get to see the success up there. Okay? You did your due diligence this year, sweetie. Not only did you do your due diligence this year in 2023, but you have amazing things coming your way in 2024. Amazing, amazing things. I don't know what my kid is watching. Hold on. I have a feeling that I know what that was. Is it okay? Okay. All right. I thought you were watching something weird, and I was like, nope, that's the baby. My mommy senses went off. So I was like, my kid's watching something weird. Like, what the fuck is that sound? And then I realized it was a baby crying. And I was like, what in the fuck? So my kid has the robot baby this weekend. I walked in and my kid's holding the robot baby, like patting its back and loving on it. And it just was still crying. It's going to be a long weekend. It's going to be a long weekend. Yeah, my mommy sense went off. I was like, what is that noise? Like, I have to go. Yeah. You hear it? It's going to be a long night. Like, I feel so bad. Like, I want to go in there and help, but I can't. I mean, I can. It's still crying. Yeah, baby cries, you jump. If you've had kids, when I went in there, I was like, is it okay? And my kid goes, it's a robot, Mom. And I was like, but is it okay? I was like, did you try feeding it? And, yeah. Can you hear it? Oh my God, you are so funny, Arden. You could hear it? Yeah. Yeah, it's killing me. It is killing me. I want to go in there and be like, just let me help you. And that is not the right thing. Like, I can't. So it's really cool. Like my kid was showing me, my kid has to wear this little bracelet, and the baby has a sensor on its chest, on its back, and then the diaper has a sensor. And so I can't, like, if someone else changes it, if someone else feeds it, if someone else takes care of it, it deducts points. So my kid will get in trouble. Yeah, I can't do anything. Like, and it's going to kill me. It's going to kill me. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to kill me. It's going to kill me. Woo. Yep. I quit crying, so it'll be all right for right now. I had a real baby in high school. Oh. Sorry, that's not funny. That's not funny. Yeah, thankfully my kid doesn't want kids. So there's that. Yeah, I'll be turning on some really loud rainstorms right next to my ear tonight. It is what it is. All right. Let me see. Where was I at? Miss Lori was my last one that I just did, which means Michelle Hansen is my next one. Yeah. My other, like Brody, they don't want a kid right now. They want to wait. My youngest one doesn't want a kid. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It's my kid's decision, man. Like, I didn't want kids, but here we are. Both my kids know that. Like, both my kids know that. So, I mean, okay, that was the TV. I was like, oh, goddamn, it's going to blow up. It's going to blow up. All right, Michelle, save me, save me. Here we go. Ready? You are so welcome, Renee, honey. Hey, Galaxy, honey. Well, first of all, that's a loaded question. There's a lot that goes into any candle doing something like that. So chances are there was a lot of accelerant on it. That's usually the main problem. Always look to the scientific before you look to the spiritual. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop, stop, stop. So, need the heater to come back on. So here's what's funny about yours. One way, it kind of looks like the sorting hat. Another way, it looks like a cornucopia, which is represented by abundance. But another way, it kind of looks like a fucking tornado. Whoop. And then I dropped it right back in the water after I got it all dried off. All right. So the way I saw it first, looks like the sorting hat. A lot of times we don't get to choose what path we're on. We don't get to choose what path we're on. It's chosen for us. whether you want to call it fate or karma or whatever. The only way I can say this is, I mean, I can say it a whole bunch of different ways, but every single way sounds terrible. Some of us don't get to choose. I don't think you get to choose, Miss Michelle. But I will say this. Most of us don't get to choose. Very few of us get to choose. When you finally just embrace the path that the universe is putting in front of you, even when suddenly the path goes at like a 180, because it does, because you all know it does. I knew I was going to yawn again. Just embrace the path that's in front of you. Whatever house the sorting hat puts you in, just embrace it. Because when you embrace it, then it turns into the cornucopia, which is all about abundance, being overly filled. The other interesting thing is that when you embrace it and you let it fulfill you like the cornucopia there, you then become a powerhouse. The interesting thing about a tornado is this. If you guys have never lived in the Midwest or you've never experienced a tornado, you're lucky. But a tornado can tear through a town. It can absolutely tear through massive buildings. It can tear up trees that have been there for centuries. It can toss a car like a piece of paper. Yet it can leave a toy this big sitting in the same exact place it was. It's utter devastation, but there's a beauty to it. There's a dance to it. There's amazement to it. So, Michelle, whatever it is that these gifts and abilities are popping up, whatever path it is the universe is putting you on, whatever big street signs, runway lights, whatever that has been coming up. Thank you, Rosie. Embrace it. Embrace it. Just head first, full on, crazy town, embrace it. The reason I say that is this. This abundance aspect, wrapped up in that insane power, is like nothing you've ever felt. When you hit that pinnacle where you're truly on your path, you're abundant in every single way, and you're also a powerhouse, you are utterly a force to be reckoned with. And the other thing about a tornado is this. A tornado is one of the most violent weather patterns, I almost said situations, but you know what I'm talking about. It's one of the most devastating things that can happen like that. But I want you to think about when you're standing outside and there's a real gentle breeze and it's caressing your face and it smells like rain and it's just beautiful. A soft, beautiful breeze is the most gentle thing that can ever touch your skin, that can ever touch your hair, your body. Yet that gentle breeze can turn into that tornado like that. I've seen the saying and the video going around again that, You cannot be truly peaceful unless you know how to be capable of great violence. It's exactly what this is. You've already learned how to be the powerhouse. You just need to learn how to control it. You need to learn when is the right time to let that powerhouse out and to let the violence, the crazy wind, the tornado do all the things, and when to let it just be the breeze. Okay? Embrace your path. Embrace your path. Because this abundance is really what you want. Let's be honest. The abundance is really what we want. Just know that you are going to have to be the tornado sometimes. Okay? You just wanted to know if it's safe for you to. Well, there's your confirmation. There's your confirmation. I'm just saying what I'm saying. And I'm glad that you understood that. Aww. I'm so glad, Michelle. I'm so glad that I could help in any way, honey. Even a little tiny way. Thank you for that. Well, I'm glad that when I just read that, you said I was in a really dark place. I'm glad that you're not in that dark place anymore. And I'm glad that I could just be the light that showed you the path out of it. So, yeah. I love you, sweetheart. All right. Miss Carrie Schwab. I love you right back, honey. I love you right back. Use that gift. Yes, yes, yes. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. All right. Yeah, if you guys would like to know when I do these again or any other reads, if you are either subscribing on my Linktree or if you are a member of my website, you will get first dibs. Just saying. Nope. It's gonna be a long night. All right, Carrie. My kid was just trying to go to the bathroom. I'm so glad you got your Jason mask. I heard the bathroom door close and then the baby started crying. Welcome to being a mom. It's gonna be a long weekend. A long weekend. Oh Lord. All right, Carrie, we're gonna throw some water on there. Let it get all not squishy where I can pick it up. I always love when you fling wax on it. It makes these really cool, weird little things in it. If you are one of those people that has a fear of holes, you won't like it, but it's just the coolest thing to feel. I didn't realize that was a thing. I didn't realize that was a thing until like 2016, that people were afraid of holes or had a phobia of things with a lot of holes. So let me see if I can hold it this way so you can see it. See the man climbing the mountain? See the little man? See the rope? Climbing the mountain. See my hair? You're almost there. You're almost there. You're almost there. I know it feels like this way has gotten really, really steep. Carrie, it hasn't. Just the rope has given a little bit, so you feel like you're sideways when you should be like that. The way hasn't gotten steeper. The rope has just gotten kind of loose. So my advice is going to be to tighten the rope a little bit, but you're kind of at a point where you get to choose. The rope is a little slack right now, meaning that you're kind of hanging out here, okay? It's almost like you're laying down, you're getting a break for a minute. I would take a breather for a minute, to be honest. I would take a breather for a little bit. Then tighten up the rope and move on. You feeling like you're stuck, you feeling like you can't keep climbing, like something has got you to where you can't, you're just clawing and clawing and clawing. I think it's the universe offering you a break for a minute. I would take that break. I would take that bitch. I would relax. I would let the rope just hold me for a minute, and I would take a nap. I would take a nap. Because when you get up here, then you have another rope starting. Like you don't even really have a plateau. See what I mean? As soon as you climb that last little bit, there's only a tiny bit and you start going again. I would take a nap. I would take a nap. You know those pictures you see of the people that are like camping, sleeping on the side of the cliff face? No ma'am. No ma'am. But that's where you are. That's where you are. So relax and take the nap. Relax and take the nap. Okay? I promise the rope will still hold you. The rope will still be there. The rope isn't going anywhere. Take the nap. Just relax. Just relax. Okay? I think when you finally take a step back and relax a little bit, the universe will let you know when it's time to tighten the rope and move forward. The thing that I like about this is that we are coming to the end of the year. People handle the end of the year in one of two ways. Either they knuckle down and they freak out and they try to get a whole bunch of stuff done at the very last, or most people start to look at it as vacation. I would say you absolutely get to look at it as vacation before you have to climb the other rope. Hey, Robin. So, yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what I would say. Kind of short and sweet. So I don't know if you just needed permission to take the nap. I'm giving you permission. Yeah. I'm giving you permission. You just keep going, but you need the break? Yes. Sweetie, you need the break. Because like I said, there's not really a plateau right there. It's getting up and then going right back up some more. So yeah. I will say this last little bit right here, that's going to be tough. Because see how it kind of bubbles out? So yeah, take the rest before you have to do that. All right? I hope that makes sense, Carrie. I mean, you can always just hang out here with us, you know, take the break, relax, just be. I mean, I always like seeing you, so I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, that's funny. 444,000 likes. All right, Miss Jennifer Archer. Let me actually refresh my list. Thank you, Miss Robin. How are you, sweetheart? Thank you, Scarlett. Hey, Casper. I know it's going to yawn again. I'm so sorry, Robin, honey. I'm so sorry. That's never, ever, ever something that I would wish on anybody. It's not a club that I would want anybody to be a part of. Yeah. Yeah, my hair is just pulled up, guys. Anytime you see me and you can't see my hair, just know my hair's pulled up. I'm not cutting it off. So I have Jennifer, Cori, Kim, Louise, Liliana, and Melissa. These are my last ones this evening. Well, I'm so glad that you got to go see her, Miss Robin, honey. Did you have a safe trip? All right, ready? Miss Jennifer. Oh, that made a really cool ridge down through the middle of it. So I'm not going to splash any water on it because I don't want it to, fuck that up. So we're going to let it do its thing for a minute. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh. Brody's so funny. Damn it. Ah, what the hell? There we go. Thank you, Ange. Well, your ridge filled in. Here I was trying to be nice and let it just do what it needed to do. But now you get water splashed on you, man. I thought you were going to have a cool little ridge, but no. But no. Oh, wow. Okay. So let's have a little chat. What was... My 2-year-old just called you out. Her, damn it. Oh my God, that's funny. That's funny. All right. Miss Jennifer. Is that you, Casper? Okay, I'm going to show you this. See this beautiful ridge that kind of comes up? See, there's like a face right there. And there's a face right there. Then you have like this. But see how this is like encompassing this aspect down here? Okay? Those faces are are in there. There's a lot, first, there's a lot of nurturing, there's a lot of motherly, there's a lot of like mother and child aspects here. That caretaking, growing, dropping, just kidding, putting time into something. It tells me that you specifically have two different things that you've been putting a lot of time and effort in. A lot of time and effort in. In fact, one of them, I don't think that you've been letting anyone know how much effort you've been putting in. Whether this is learning, reading books, stockpile, whatever it is. One of these things you've been keeping kind of complete secret, like not telling anybody because either you don't want them to steal your idea, or whatever it is. You just don't want people to know. I'm not going to tell you that that's wrong, because it's not. You definitely need to keep that under wraps. But the other thing is this. Seeing how this all wraps, see how it comes up and wraps back around? And see how this aspect, it's up underneath here and it's like being hidden, and then you have, there we go, that other aspect down there on the bottom. You're moving forward, you're growing, you're doing something over here. This is coming back around to that. Girl, you have some stuff that's fixing to come full circle. Like, see this right here and that right there, like they're just about together. I don't feel like you're fixing to be overwhelmed. I feel like you've put in a lot of work on the path that you're on right now. Because see how it's like it went off the rails, you had to pull it back on, and you've worked your ass off to get it back to where it's supposed to be. You have something very interesting that's coming back around, that's coming full circle, that's going to mesh with what you've been doing now. What's really funny is I feel like it's going to be utterly fantastic. I feel like you deserve every aspect of it, all of the good, okay? I feel like this thing that's coming back around, I feel like it's something you let go of, that you were like, you know what? This is not for me. This fucking heater is killing me. That it's not for me. I guess I'll just let it go. And you know that old saying, like, if you love something, let it go. If it's meant to be yours, it'll come back, blah, blah, blah. I don't think this is a person. Let me say that. This is fixing to come right back full circle. Right back full circle. Okay? The thing is, though, it's still separated from this thing down there on the bottom that I was talking about. Keep that under wraps just a little while longer. Just a little while longer. The world doesn't need to know about your idea, your secret, etc. just yet. These other two things, however, they're fixing to mesh in a really, really good way. It's kind of like biding your time. Like the universe pulled you on this path. You pulled it back. You've really been on a ride. That's why this other aspect is coming back around. I have a feeling that these two meshing together is what's going to give you the safety, what's going to give you the stability, what's going to give you everything you need to let this amazing idea down here on the bottom out. It's like it's going to set you up so you can let that out into the open. Does that make sense? Not only does that make sense, do you understand? Well, I guess, do you understand? And does that make sense? Is the same thing. I'm dumb. Don't listen to my face. Don't listen to the double words coming out of my face. I can see how hard you've worked, sweetheart. I can see how hard you've worked to keep things good. I'm glad you understand. I can see how hard you've worked to keep things on path, on track, and I'm really proud of you for that, because that's a lot of 180s. There's like 1, 2, 3, and a 90-degree angle in there. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. It's all fixing to come right back around. And I feel like you deserve every bit of the good that's coming your way. I feel like you deserve every bit. Seeing that path winding back and forth like that, that's a lot. That's a lot. And I'm sorry the universe has done you dirty like that this year. The universe has done a lot of people dirty this year, but I say dirty, but at the same time, the number 23 is all about change and transformation. So it changed you. It's transformed you. And now you're about to get everything, one thing back full circle to mesh with what you're doing now. But like I said, keep that idea, keep that one thing that was way down there. Don't let that out yet. Don't let that out yet. Okay? Yeah, don't let that out just yet. It's not time. Oh. Does that make sense? You know what I'm talking about when I say that idea, that whatever that is that you've been kind of keeping, you know what I'm talking about with that? Just one little weird thing in the corner of my eye. Itches. So weird. You know what it is? Good. Well, good, Amber. You needed to join it and join in here. I always love when people are like, oh my God, I just popped in and I heard what you were saying and that resonates so much. Like, I love that. I think that's fantastic. All right. That looks cool. All those ringlets right there. I must have been pouring it out of that way last time. I love it, Katie. Well, Amber, just hang out with us for a little bit, okay? Just hang out with us for a little bit. Your ripples matter, sweetheart. Just saying. Okay? Yeah, just hang out. Almost every single person in this live has been where you are. They understand. They understand. I know I understand. I understand completely. And I guarantee you, everybody that's here that has had those feelings, and to be honest, if somebody tells you they've never thought about it, if somebody tells you that it's never even crossed their mind, they are lying through their face. They are lying through their face. The universe will always show you why you should be here. The universe will always show you why you should be here. You just have to be open to looking for it. You have to be open to seeing it. You have to be open to hearing it. Well, the glue will stop working after a while. Not only will the glue stop working after a while, but we won't even know where to buy the glue anymore. And I'll say this. When you stop trying to fix things, when you stop trying to put broken back together, and instead you embrace the broken, instead you embrace the amazing badass motherfucker that you are, and realize that you really aren't as broken as you thought because you've survived so fucking much. It puts you in a whole different mindset. Puts you in a whole different mindset. Right there. Those little moments of wanting to give up are meant to make us stronger. The other thing I'm going to say is this, Amber. Sometimes you don't need people to say, oh, you should do this and do that and do this and do that. Sometimes you just need somebody to say, hey, just sit with me for a while. Just sit here with me for a while. Just wait till tomorrow. So that's what I'm saying. Just sit here with us for a little bit. Okay? Just wait. Just wait. The ripples matter. You are not alone. I promise. Well, I will say this because I saw your message. Or I saw your comment. And this is probably going to surprise a lot of you when I say this. We all hold the key to our own path. We all hold the key to our own path. Our path is our path. And every single ripple you make matters. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to leave it at that. But for now, in this moment, just hang out with us for a little bit. Okay? Besides, we're talking about squished SpongeBob characters and cars and tsunamis and weird shit. I'm just saying. Just hang out with us for a little bit. Okay? And dude. Yeah, we're talking about dude. This dude, that dude. Well, we're happy to have you here, Miss Amber. So, just hang out with us for a little bit. Okay? And robot babies, yeah. You'll probably hear the robot baby cry here in a minute. You're welcome, sweetheart. You're welcome. Yeah, just hang out. There may be something else you need to hear too. And me yawning. Or in these last 5. Yeah, my kid is taking care of a robot baby this weekend. This should go great. Thank you, Miss Lisa. All right. Miss. Oh, I shouldn't say Miss. Cori Martin. You ready, Cori? Whoa, okay. I made a big old sploosh back up. Poke the hole. Sorry. All right. Well, sometimes you don't have to get back up. Sometimes you can just lay on the floor for a while. Just saying. I'm just saying. Lay on the floor for a while. Yeah. You don't always have to get right back up. Sometimes you just gotta stare at the ceiling. Besides, depending on if you have popcorn ceilings or not, you can see some weird shit. You can see some weird shit. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta lay on the floor and fucking stare at the ceiling. I mean, didn't you guys ever see, Cameron and Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where he just shuts down at the end? He just shuts down. Yeah. Thank you, Magic. Hell, maybe we all need to just lay in the floor for a while. I'm down. I'm down. Yeah, I'm totally down. Thank you, Magic Feathers. I appreciate it. Good morning, Ginger. Yeah, see, everybody's down. My leg's itchy. Well, I'm jealous, Magic, because I have not. I'm going through a bout of insomnia right now, and it's dumb. 100% dumb. All right. Ready, Cori? I don't know what's going on here. Let me look at all this craziness. That was a big old bubble right there. I think that's what happened when it, shot up everywhere. Well, I'm just yawning more and more and more. Aw, thank you, Fleetwood Nat. And you are so welcome, Amber Honey. So what's interesting, I'm looking at this, and this up here looks like a lion that's kind of attacking something down here, but I can't really tell what it is. Maybe a hippo. But the hippo is also stuck in something. So here's what I'm going to say. Choose your battles carefully. Okay? You're so welcome, Amber Honey. Yeah. Just relax. Oh, Robert and Susanna, I wish you the best in life. I hope you find exactly what it is that you're looking for, and I hope you open your heart, and instead of trying to alienate people, you find out that we're all in this together. Just saying. Just saying. Guarantee you this live is much more gentle and much more happy and much more all-inclusive than most of the ones you've ever been in. All right. Cori. Be careful of the battles that you choose. And here's why. As the lion, thank you, Magic. As the lion, you have the power to take down some of the biggest animals in your life. You have the power to take down elephants. You have the power to take down wildebeests. You have the power to... You have the power to do so much. Don't waste your power. Don't waste your army on low-hanging fruit. Does that make sense? Don't waste your army on low-hanging fruit. I'm so sorry, Carter. Why don't you just come in and hang out with us here too? Just come in and hang out with us. We're all just laying in the floor looking at the ceiling right now. No pressure. Yeah. Just come in and hang out with us. And we would love to hear about your sister. Okay? I'm sure that we would love to hear anything you would like to share so we can enjoy her ripples too. Thank you, Miss Mary. That's right, Crafts. You are never alone. That's exactly why I decided I would be on at least once a day. Because you are never alone. And I'm sure I am not the only one who would love to know your sister's name. I'm sure Miss Amber would love to know your sister's name as well. So, thank you, Lilian. Cori, I'll get through this eventually, I promise. And maybe this is something everybody in here needs to hear. Ready? Don't waste your army on low-hanging fruit. I've got some being designed right now, Jamie. Somebody messaged me and was like, I need a shirt with that on it. I'm like, I got you. This right here, this low-hanging fruit. I love that, Carter. This low-hanging fruit. This hippo is already stuck in the mud. This hippo is already, it's not going anywhere. Like the mud's running up its face. It's like in a tar pit. So if you jump in the tar pit too, you're going to be just as stuck as the hippo. Sometimes walking away is a choice. In fact, it is a choice. It's not sometimes. Sometimes walking away is exactly what you have to do. If you throw all of your army, all of your power at the hippopotamus that's already stuck down there, see it? If you throw all of your power at that hippopotamus that's already stuck down there in the mud, you're not going to have any energy to eat it. You're not going to have any energy to get out of the mud yourself. Sometimes what people want is a fight. They want drama. They want to cause the battle because they already have it planned out and they already know that they have all of the legs they need to stand on. So they're going to kick whoever they can with those legs to throw you in the tar pit with them. I'm going to tell you a little story, and this is for all of you. But this is mainly for you, Cori. When I first started going through a really, really nasty, gnarly divorce in 2019, I just wanted out. I just wanted a divorce. I just wanted to be safe. I wanted to be able to sleep in peace. I wanted to sleep and know that I would wake up. Things like that. I knew that if I didn't leave, I would not be here very much longer. So, in leaving, I was pretty calm about it because I had already made the that cut. I was done. So during this divorce, I started hearing all of these crazy things. Oh, I heard him say this, and I heard him say that, and he's telling people this, he's telling people that. Do you know, I never, ever argued with any of those people. I also never defended myself to any of those people. And here's why. I told people this, and this is why. If you don't know me enough to know that I would not do those things, say those things, be those things, then you should believe every word he says. Just like when I showed you guys all those ink pens, I didn't have a piece of my energy to give to that bullshit. That's exactly what this is saying right here, Cori. That hippo stuck in the mud might look like an easy battle. Low-hanging fruit. But it's not. But it's not. What it's going to do is get you stuck in that tar pit just like the hippo is. Just walk away. Just walk away. Let some other drama-filled lion try to get that hippo. Okay? I'm just saying what I'm saying, Cori. Okay? All right, I got to get through these last 4 because I am fading quickly. All right, Miss Kim Locke. You ready? So the first thing I saw was the little Wally looking head on the top. But then I saw the backbone. And then I saw that crazy shelf right there. And then I realized this is actually a cave. What's really interesting is this totally looks like a dog or a cat skeleton right there. So, Miss Kim, I don't know if you've lost a fur baby recently, but that's some sadness right there. The other aspect of this is that cave. There is a hole. See if I can show you. There we go. You see my finger through it. See? It's okay to hermit. It's okay to hermit, Kim. And I'm actually going to tell you that that's what you should be doing. That's what you should be doing right now. It's okay to hermit. It's okay to be inside the cave. It's okay to think about all these things that are already gone. It's okay to... It's okay. It's okay not to be okay. We all have things that live rent-free in our head. We just do. It's part of being human. And as we grow up, as we get to an adult, those things get more and more and more. And things that used to matter so crazy, we realize a year, 2 years later, they don't. They don't. Thank you, madame. Go be a hermit for just a little bit, Kim. Okay? Hey, Cori, I just finished it. I will have it on YouTube hopefully in the morning, first thing in the morning. Miss Kim, be a hermit. Go be a hermit. Okay? Go be a hermit. It's okay to keep to yourself. It's okay to chill. It's okay to, like we were talking about with Amber. It's literally okay to just lay on the floor and stare at the ceiling. Sometimes that's what we all need. Sometimes that's exactly what we all need. And I have a feeling that's what you need right now. What I love is that there's a light in the cave. There's a light in the cave. I'm not going to say there's a light at the end of the tunnel because that's not what this represents. Like there's literally a light in the cave back there. See it? Right there. There's a light in the cave. So, just hermit. Just enjoy that interesting light. Usually when there's a light in the cave, it's enlightenment. Yeah. Enjoy the light in the cave, honey. We all have shit that lives rent-free in our head. It doesn't stay there forever, I promise. I promise. I love that, Jessie. Thank you. And thank you, Gypsy. Yeah. I promise it won't live in your head forever. I promise. Might pop up every now and then trying to see if its old room is still available, but I promise it won't be there forever. Okay? Thank you, Gypsy. But yeah. Don't forget. Go be a hermit. Relax. Chill. Okay? I'm so sorry, Garden Core. I will say this. There's an uptick in things lately. I've had some people that order readings. I do the readings. I record the readings, post the readings on YouTube, and then they file a dispute. And what sucks about it is, even if I win the dispute, I still get to pay anywhere from $15 to $20. And there are some times, about half the time, I lose the dispute, no matter what kind of evidence I have. Meaning I'm basically paying them to give them a reading. It is a scam. It is absolutely a scam. I've also had people order custom items. Once I make a custom item, there's no returns. There's no returns because I've made that item for you to your specifications, what you asked for. That's been a thing too. It's been a thing too. Ordering and paying for a custom item and then throwing a fit and not wanting it, canceling it, whatever it is. It's some bullshit. It's some bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. So, in fact, do you really? Hold on, because we should be friends. Oh, I am following you back. Yeah. We need to talk. I would love to have some. I will say this. I've had a few people this year that have cost me a lot of money. And I have one on my plate right now. And if I lose this dispute, let's just say I'll be making a video. Just saying. Just saying. Well, it's happening to a lot of small businesses right now. It's happening to a lot of small businesses right now. It's not just me, and it's not just you, unfortunately, Garden. It is, it's just shitty people. I'm just going to call it what it is. It's just shitty people. I'm not a bank. Garden Core is not a bank. All these other small businesses, they're not banks. We don't just hold your money for you. We make the things and we send it. We give you the service. We give you the time. Or not give you, but we do exactly what you hired us to do. A lot of crystal sellers having the same issue. Yeah. It's just people being shit. Just people being shit. Yes, you should. I learned that a very long time ago. I would have people come into the shop I was at or whatever, and they would want to book a reading. And so at first I'd be like, oh, okay, you know, I've got this time at this, you know, this day at this time open. So just come in, and they would never show up. And then I was like, okay, well, they need to put down, you know, $10 or whatever. They wouldn't show up still. And so now you pay for the whole reading up front. If they're going to order something from you, baby, they need to pay for it all up front, period. And they need to know that if it's a custom item, there's no returns. There's no returns. There's no returns. So, yeah. Oh, that wasn't me, Amber Honey. Yeah, that wasn't me. Please block that person. That's a scammer. That wasn't me. Yeah, that wasn't me. So, just saying what I'm saying. Yep. Yeah. Too many no-shows. Too many people that take advantage of shit. Too many people that they're scammers. So yeah. Yeah, that's not me, Amber Honey. Besides, I'm on here. I'm on here. Yeah, just block that person. If you guys are new to watching me or new to following, you will have 50 bazillion me's messaging you. It's not me, honey. Yeah. Not me. Yeah, they steal my face, they steal my profile, they steal my videos, some of them even link back to my website. Like, it's fucking stupid. But yeah, it's not me, sweetie. All right, Miss Louise. Let me get back on my road here. Well, that is interesting right there. Good. Yeah, please go block them. And any other ones that message you saying they're me, please block them as well. That goes for all of you guys. I can't wait to see the underside of this one. Really? Come on. All right, Miss Louise. Damn it. There we go. Woo. So it's funny, when I first turned this over, immediately this looked like a brain. It looked like two lobes of a brain, like it still kind of does. It's just the brain is a little squishy, okay? Not only is this two lobes of a brain, but it's squished and it's sideways and it's like sliding down the hill. It is on this beautiful ribbony, satiny pillow of goodness. So here's what I'm going to say, Miss Louise, just because I know what you do and you are a creative powerhouse. So here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to start one way, but I'm going to end another because of reasons, and you'll see why. What this tells me is that your brain is squished. Your brain is squished, It is completely, feels like it's sliding sideways. It's off kilter. Like you can't get ahead. Like brain no work. Brain no work. And I have a feeling you've probably been stressing about it really hardcore. That was the first part. Here's the second part. Because I see all of this. If I lean back, see if it'll focus. All this beautiful ribbony goodness right there. See how the brain's kind of sitting on it? All that beautiful ribbony goodness. I love satin sheets, especially in the wintertime. So that's what it reminds me of, is like satin sheets. If you guys have never tried to keep a top sheet on a bottom fitted sheet that's satin, that bitch is running every 5 seconds. Like you can't get it to stay. Just embrace the slide. Just embrace the slide, Louise. Because, and I want to point this out because I'm sure you would point this out to someone else, okay? Embrace the slide. As a creative weirdo to another creative weirdo. Sometimes the slide is where you find the best abstract shit. Sometimes the slide is where your heater stops turning and it burns a hole in your leg. Sometimes the slide, especially when it's on that wonderful, slippery, satiny goodness, is just silky feeling enough to trigger something fucking amazing that you knew you were capable of, but you didn't know how to connect A to number 4. Does that make sense? So, Miss Louise, literally just continue to let your brain slide down the hill. Seriously. Just continue to let it slide. I think you're going to end up in this billowy, satiny, wonderful goodness that, I'm so sorry, honey. I think you're going to end up in this billowy, satiny goodness with some yawns and utterly amazing, brilliant, mind-blowing ideas that I think you're going to surprise yourself. But don't go into this slide thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to have all this great shit afterwards. Go into the slide like, this is my favorite thing to say. Oh, this is what we're doing now. Okay. It's what I tell the universe all the time. When something else shifts, I'm like, oh, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing today. This is what we're doing today. Okay. All right. Just embrace it. Get yourself some big, huge, furry, dinosaur feet house shoes. Some crazy ass sweatpants and just be the crazy lady. Put your hair everywhere. Wear a nice fancy shirt. Just be the crazy lady. Just be the crazy lady. Enjoy the satin. Enjoy the slide. Don't go into it with any type of requirements. Don't go into it with any type of expectations. So, your brain is capable of so much of amazement, so much of amazement, so much amazement. It's just squished from this week and probably from last week. We're all there. I promise you are not alone. We're all in squishy brain, grippy sock land. I joked earlier this morning that I was going to buy a grippy sock company. Not funny, but funny. I'm glad that made sense, Louise, and I'm glad that you understood. I'm glad that you understood what I was trying to say. So, yeah. And I'm sorry you had that kind of week, sugar. It's always frustrating. It's frustrating to anyone, but it's especially frustrating to somebody that has to use their creativity for a living. So I'm sorry you had that week, sugar. I'm sorry you had that week. You are so welcome. I'm sure that your next week will be fantastic. I'm sure it'll be fantastic. But yeah, hang out in the crazy lady pants and let's just do some shit. Let's just do some shit. I'm so sorry. So yeah. Maybe that's what maybe I joked that I needed to get some grippy socks that said I need an adult. I appreciate you right back. Oh, that's so funny, Garden Core. My nose is itching like crazy. All right, Liliana, you ready? I'm getting down to the bottom of this candle. So when I turned this over, the very first thing I saw is like, it's like a woman in a cape. You know the older capes that the hood's kind of like pointed right there? It's a woman in a cape and it's billowing all around her and it's wrapping back and forth and it's blowing in the wind, but she's tangled in it at the same time. Miss Liliana, here's what I'm going to say. One, and I feel like this is what I need to start with. Honey, you are beautiful exactly the way you are. Not only are you beautiful exactly the way you are, but you are absolutely stunning, and don't ever let anybody tell you differently. Some people's idea of beauty is based on such a skewed perception of reality that they don't know what actual beauty is. The other thing is this. Sometimes we think we're protecting ourselves. We think that we're laying foundations for warding, protecting, getting things away from us. We wrap a cloak or a cape way too tight in the idea of protecting ourselves from the wind and storm. And then we can't move. So, Miss Liliana, you've got yourself wrapped too tight. I know it's stormy. I know that it's scary. And I know that you feel like you want to hide, but I promise you, I thought I was going to yawn again. There it is. I knew it. I promise you, Liliana, if you unwrap some of those really tight folds of your cloak, really tight folds of this cape, and let them loosen up, feel some of the wind of the storm, I guarantee you not only will you feel better, but you'll be able to move forward. Sometimes when we get too wrapped up in our own protections and wrapped up in, I don't know, we just get too wrapped up. You know exactly what I'm saying. We get too wrapped up. And we don't realize that A, we're the ones that wrapped ourselves in the cloak to begin with. And B, we're also the ones that can unwrap ourselves. So unwrap the protections a little bit. Unwrap the cloak a little bit. and let it billow out behind you, and you enjoy the breeze. You enjoy the wind. You enjoy every aspect. You enjoy every aspect. All of it. Okay? But you are the only one that is holding the cloak. So therefore, you are the only one that can open it and feel the breeze and feel the storm. I hope that made sense, Miss Liliana. I do completely understand, completely and utterly understand. Thank you, Miss Jamie. I do completely understand that need to wrap yourself super tight in protections. And I know I say that you can never have too much protections. However, you can absolutely have too many strict binding protections. That can bind you to where you can't do anything, go anywhere, etc. So be careful with how much restrictions you're putting on your own protections. Okay, Miss Lillian? Whoop. All right. Last is Miss Melissa Ballard. And then I'm going to have to put my candle out because it's just about down to the bottom. It does look kind of cool, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I wanted you to enjoy it. I wanted you to enjoy it. It's way down there. Way, way, way down there. This one's been an amazing, wonderful divination candle. And I'm going to, so you can see how many times I've used it at the top where it's been poured. I'm going to have to take it to the shop and use it. Use it in something. All right. You know, I was telling Brody the other day that I need to start making wickless candles. Like the ones you just put on a wax warmer. And do like really cool spell melt wickless candles. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that would be perfect for this candle because it's been fantastic. All right. Miss Melissa, especially since I'm fading really quickly and my brain's going to stop working here a little bit. Whoa, okay. That is absolutely square, and I can't wait to show you that because that just doesn't happen. There's totally two big crab pincers right there. And then from this angle, they look like boxing gloves. All right. Let me show you all that because that's really cool. And that is almost perfectly square at the top. Isn't that cool? Looks like a little person running. But see the one claw over here and the one claw over here? I know that you think you're doing the right thing, Melissa, by holding on to something really, really hardcore. And I think you've been taught that way. See the square? Why this blue-haired lady keeps losing her hair on me, I don't know. But see the square? I think you've been taught that way. You've been taught to hold on as tight as you can and just hold on to it. But the thing is, it's just like the song, you know, hold on loosely but don't let go. The tighter you try to clamp down, the tighter you try to hold on to things. Ooh, I broke that part. Oh, okay. It was just the base of that. the tighter that you try to pull something to you, it only becomes smothering. It doesn't become protective. It only becomes constricting. It doesn't bode well for any type of relationship, whether it's friends, family, love, work. It doesn't bode well for it. I want you have homework. You didn't know you were getting homework with a reading, did you, Melissa? All right. What I would love for you to do is to take the time to, A, really be honest with you, and B, take the time to sit and look at where you have things that you've been holding on to way too tight. Now, don't let everything go all at once, because if you do, you're going to completely crash yourself the other way. Whereas right now, you're holding on so tight that you know when you hold on to something so tight that your arms start shaking? Like, that's where you're at. Don't hold on to it so tight that you're shaking. And when you let go and you try to do something different, I guarantee you that you're going to be shaken because you're so used to clamping down and holding it so tight. So, I would say just loosen little by little by little, okay? Little by little by little. Sorry, I had one of those amazing scammers come in. Had to block them. Look at what you're holding on to and look at where you can start kind of backing off of it a little bit. It kind of calls your energy back into you, and it's going to help you not only be stronger during the day out in the real world, but it's going to help you be stronger in here because you're going to know exactly what you are and are not willing to put your energy into. But be careful. Be careful. A, not to clamp onto things too tightly, but B, not to clamp onto other people's things. Sometimes we end up, when we find somebody new, when we care about somebody, whatever it is, we end up taking their problems and making them our own problems. But they're not our problems, that's a them problem. You can help, you can offer advice, you can do any of those things. However, it doesn't mean that that person's going to listen to you. Be careful where you put your energy. Be careful what you're holding on to. And be careful because people will always take advantage of you. Unfortunately. People be dicks. So, Miss Melissa, I would slowly start backing off of everything a little bit. Okay? The answer is yes. Well, guys, with that, I am going to get off of here and go relax. Go chill out. Go to bed. Because I got to get up in the morning. And I will see you guys at 9. We'll see you guys at 9 a.m. Yes, a.m. All right. I love you guys. I will see you in the morning. And I will get this downloaded so that way it can get uploaded while I sleep. So, I love you guys. Miss Amber, if you're still here, I'm glad that you hung out with us. And I will expect to see you tomorrow. And Carter, if you're still here, we still love you, sweetheart. Please come hang out with us at any time. And thank you for sharing Ellie, your sister, with us. I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening. And just know that you are never alone.